I'm Heena Brahmbhatt, and have been on faculty as an associate professor with Hopkins for, gosh, almost 18 years now. I've been with Hopkins, and I recently moved to a position with USAID South Africa as their senior HIV advisor. I've been based in Johannesburg, South Africa for over a decade now, and I absolutely loved being part of your Salon, where Dr. Celine Gounder and Ingrid Katz talked about their journeys. I think narratives are so important and powerful. We often have resumes and our accomplishments listed, but that doesn't really paint a picture of our journeys. And I think the reason that's so important is because when you start sharing your journeys, you realize how many of our struggles, our triumphs are so much, we have so much in common with that. And for young women and men looking to role models, for them to realize that we are where we are because of many failures and what we did with that. And not only that, I think it's also important when you see their journeys, looking at Celine Gounder and somebody who started off with an infectious disease epidemiologist, and then, sort of looking at the social justice lens of it, going into journalism and using media to sort of spread her messages, also highlights that every one of us ultimately has to chart our own path. And don't be scared to do that. I mean, society has a way of laying out a standard way of applying your skills and passions, but I know I could as easily have loved to be an astrophysicist in a parallel life. I can really relate to people who have multiple passions that sometimes don't even intersect. And, because of circumstances, a need to earn an income, we all kind of land up on a path. But it is so amazing to hear stories from women who didn't do that, because it gives you the courage to press the pause button and perhaps reflect on your own journey and think about, where you may be able to take risks, and it's okay to fail, but to be able to get up and say, ultimately, I lived a life that was authentic and true to me.